What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Kenny 2 times, and I'm with Background. We back with another reaction video, man. We coming with something different today. We finna react to Brooklyn versus the Bronx. Deadly beef between 41 and OG. He don't know anything about any beef, and he don't know anything what's going on in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere, it's just street politics and shit. And you know, New York is gonna be highly involved just because it's New York and hip hop. Hip hop always gonna find its way back to New York just because it was made here type shit. And it's starting to pop more from the recent years type shit. And like recently, like in the last 6 months, the only thing niggas really been talking about is beef between 401 OGs because you know about the little naughty bop shit. Yeah, man, we gonna react to this video, learn a little bit more about this shit.
Gang beefs and gang-related acts of violence go hand in hand and have been a source of constant worry for the authorities and also civilians who are sometimes caught in the middle of the violence. And these waves of violence don't seem to be coming to an end anytime soon, as more and more gangs are frequently emerging and adding to the chaos. In Brooklyn, a new group whose members call themselves 41 has recently emerged, and they've been doing all that they can to make their presence felt, especially through drill music. They're bold and don't seem afraid to make trouble with old gangs that have been on the scene for a while. Before we start the video, be sure to leave a like, and if you'd like to join this month's giveaway for one of these items on the screen, then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, and then watch this video to the end to comment the hidden keyword. Good luck. There is no doubt that the New York drill scene is influenced heavily by the gang culture. Talented gang members are known to often use drill music to call out and disrespect their ops, whether dead or alive. This does nothing but add more heat to the beef, and these beefs between different gang sets can go on for years, and result in the death of gang members on both sides. The 41 group has recently gotten onto the scene, and members of this group have been taking some serious shots at the OGs. Dead members from the OG's camp have found their names mentioned in tracks released by the 41 group, and there's no doubt that what is being said about these dead OG's members is nothing but disrespectful. Now at this point, you must be wondering why a brand new gang that came out of the blue decided to start taking things out with an already established gang like the OGs. What exactly is the genesis of this beef, you might ask? A beef that seems to be getting crazier and crazier daily. Well, for one, the 41 group were not always dissing the OGs, but instead were on the rap scene to show off their skills and make their voice heard. Prominent members of the 41 include names like Kyle Rich, Tata, and D Bills. Word is that some members of the group are college kids who had never been involved in the street lifestyle. So basically, when the 41 group got on the scene, they had no ops, and having no ops meant that there was nothing like dissing or throwing a shade.
Hey man, it's cool to be in college, man. The street shit ain't for everybody, bro. For real. Ain't for me. I ain't in that shit.
Now all those toxic displays by gang members that often and eventually escalate into deadly violence. So I can safely say that the 41 were a peaceful group that was simply minding their business and rap. Also, since they hadn't been having any issues with anybody until recently, no death has been recorded in the group or members of the group, as well, have not taken out any opposing gang member. Well, no one knows how long it's gonna last before the blood starts spilling, but if you ask me, I'll say it might be pretty soon, judging by the way the group has been acting lately. Now, as I mentioned earlier, no one knows what started the whole beef situation between the 41 and OGs. There have only been speculations and rumors about how things got ugly between the two groups. Part of the rumors, which everyone seems to be running with, is that the beef started after members of the 41 group started hanging out with Blockwork, and this did not sit well with Shy EK. Now for those who don't know, and have probably been living under a rock, Blockwork and Shy EK are two drill rappers who haven't been on the friendliest terms for a while. Strangely enough, the two rappers were once very good and close friends who had both joined their voices to diss members of opposing gangs. One example of their collaborative effort is a diss track titled D&D, which was released in 2021. But sadly, the flame of friendship between the two friends soon burnt out and went cold amidst some snitching allegations. The relationship between the two got so bad that they resorted to talking down on each other and issuing threats to social media. So it's not surprising that Shy EK wasn't pleased when the new group, 41, began hanging out with his former friend turned enemy. Word is that at that point, Shy EK proclaimed that he was 41K on a social media post. This term 41K was enough to make members of 41 begin seeing Shy EK and the gang he belonged to as the enemy. At that point, it was like a switch had flipped and members of the 41 group had made a dramatic U-turn and went from minding their business to becoming a part of the chaos in the New York drill rap scene. They were like a rattlesnake that had been stepped upon and wasn't going to forgive being disturbed from its rest. You can say that it was Shy EK that went looking for trouble, and he got it in a large dose. It didn't take long for members of 41 to return with the same energy and begin dissing Shy EK and the OGs in songs. One member of the 41, D Bills, even jumped on the track with Blockwork, which was titled OG's K. The song was a diss track that was aimed at Shy EK and Dead OG's members. In the track, D Bills can be heard rapping, "Fuck a jiggy man, nigga, that nigga a bum. I cashed that nigga, then I got a dump. Pop.
Jiggy man, Shy EK.
But Jigga, he up in this blunt." Now, for those who don't know, Shy EK also goes by the name Jiggy Man, so those lyrics were directly aimed at him. In the same OG's K track, D Bills further raps the following lines and attacks his ops more directly. EK a bitch nigga, don't got no funds. Like fuck Charlie, fuck Noah, fuck Yellow. I shoot like I'm mellow. Don't try to run up, I'm carrying your metal. I'm with the goons and we smoking on yellow. Now, as you would expect, these diss tracks by 41 group members did not fail to catch the attention of other OG's members who felt high.
I always say, if you ain't got nothing to do with the body, you can't really diss them niggas, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how I always been, though. If you ain't got nothing to do with it, then why you claiming it?
He was disrespected by the whole situation. This prompted a response from one of the OG's members, and this was no other person than B Love. B Love took to his Instagram story to say the following about the 41 group. For what? Heard them niggas got no op, so they on the Bronx did. He also added, civilians rap good, but laughing in a facepalm emoji. In the post, what B-Love was trying to drive at is that he heard that the 41 group has no ops, and he pointed to this as the reason why he felt they were picking up unnecessary fights with gang groups, especially the OGs. In other words, they were the new kids on the block who were trying to build a reputation for themselves, also trying to give off other gangster vibes. One of the ways that they were going about this was that they were engaging already established gangs in beef, which hopefully would escalate into violence. By doing so, they would be taken more seriously and seen as a formidable force on the scene and not just considered as civilians who were rapping about a life that they had not been living. After this post by B-Love got out, many felt that it was a well-deserved clapback because they felt the 41 group's noise was getting too much. Others, on the other hand, felt B-Love should have kept watching and not gotten involved. But if you ask me, that's something very impossible. I say this because I feel B-Love has a sense of commitment to his gang, and any kind of disrespect to any OG's member or the gang as a whole would probably feel like a disrespect to him as well. And also, some of the dead OG's members who were dissed by the 41 group have been at one point or the other close or fairly close associates of B-Love. So there was no way he could have folded his arms and watched the memories be disrespected. In response to B-Love's comment, Tata, one of the members of 41, took to his social media to blow off some steam. In a post, he said the following: "Niggas be free agents, I'm 41 did." Some might take one look at Tata's post and not get the meaning, but others will know that it was a post that was directed at B-Love. For those who don't know, there was an interview in which B-Love was called a free agent by Lee Drilly, and that's stuck ever since then. D Bills also had one or two things to say about his group being dismissed as a group that was filled with civilians but no real gangsters. In a post on Instagram, he had said the following: "Nah, this civilian talk getting out of hand. Niggas really be saying anything on the net. Can't speak for nobody but myself. I've been outside. And I'm outside every day. The ops never spent. Can't wait to run into these rappers." Also on his story, he posted a picture which reads, "41 is leading the Brooklyn drill movement." On the post, he wrote the following: "I see why they get on the net and start saying anything." Another prominent member of the 41 group, Kyle Ridge, also had one or two things to say. On a post on Instagram, he said, "The civilians should be having me weak, son." Now, I must mention that since the 41 came into the limelight, one member that people have been coming for is Kyle Ridge. What people are saying exactly about him is that he doesn't live the gangster life he portrays in music, but is instead faking it. Well, in response to the accusations, he posted the following on his Instagram story: "We're gonna see who really live what they rap." Blockwork, who had been in support of the 41 group, also saw the whole chaos as a good opportunity to jump in 41's defense and stand in solidarity with him. At the same time, he took the opportunity to clap back at those clowning the group. Also taking to his Instagram story, he had the following things to say: "Niggas talking about civilian this, civilian that, but on your block, you're a whole civilian. You wouldn't hurt a fly." Well, I must say, things are getting out of hand, and it's happening at an alarming rate. It's just really surprising how the 41 group went from not having any issues with anyone to beefing with the OGs. At this point, I can't help but wonder if this was their plan all along, or if they had no such plans initially, and Shy EK's comments about their group was the fire that really lit the fuel of the beef. But regardless, the ball has been set rolling, and it doesn't look like it would stop anytime soon. There is also no doubt that this might go too far, and some form of violence will be employed in the senseless beef. Let me know what you think about this whole situation in the comment section. Alright, that's all I've got for you on this video.
I mean, the video was cool, but it didn't really explain nothing.
It was just, I don't know, just detail like that.
It was like detail. It didn't break down who is who type shit. Like,
Yeah,
it's
like,
like,
I didn't feel like they, like, bro, no, bro, they ain't New York. I heard they can't even got guns like that, none of that shit. So
you can't do shit. If the nigga who made the video like detailed that shit a little bit more, you understand. It's like, I know what he's talking about because I'm familiar with the info type shit. But like you don't know shit. It's like, what the fuck is you talking about? I'm high off the vitamin G. Let me know down in the comment section and shit. I like, you feel me, academics and shit for him. Cause I feel like I can break this shit down way better than he does right now.
Right.
Shit, let me know if y'all want me to do that. For real.
Tap in, man. Like, subscribe, comment, all that shit.
In that order, man. That's the end of the video. We out.
Free my cousin out the chain gang. Hitting licks and making flips was the only thing that we knew. Ran it up and cashing out on everything that be new. Pressure that be taking breaths when I step out Jimmy Choo's. We took a hope then I be broken, now we never go.